Привет! It's Sierra here, your VisaGirl, and today I'm going to go over some information on how to immigrate from Russia to Canada. There are well over 500,000 Russian Canadians living in Canada. Those include Canadians with Russian roots or who have immigrated from Russia. Today I'm going to go over life as a Russian in Canada, how to immigrate to Canada, how much it will cost you, and how long the process will take. So let's get started. Russians who now live in Canada are often called Russian Canadians. The easiest way to immigrate to Canada is if you are starting a business here or already have a job offer. But we will go more into detail about the different immigration paths that you can take whether you have a job offer or not later in the video. Russian Canadians have integrated well into Canadian society, partly due to the Canadian government's policies and assistance to all immigrants settling in the country. The main communities for Russians living in Canada include Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia. The vast majority, however, live in the northern suburbs of Toronto. Many immigrating to Canada come to these main cities as they are a hub for job opportunities. Whether an individual has immigrated to Canada to work for a Canadian company or start a new business, these main cities hold many job opportunities for technology, medical, and financial industries. If you are immigrating to Canada for higher education, it is important to know the difference in school life between Russia and Canada. According to the World Population Review, Canada was ranked the 6th best country in the world for education. On that same website, Russia was ranked the 40th best country in the world for education. In Canada, higher education is the biggest pathway to getting a good job and career. Many Russians come to Canada for higher education and really enjoy it. Because of the high percentage of international students in Canada, there are several groups and clubs that help integrate culture into school life. Canada has 3 of the world's top universities: University of Toronto in Toronto, McGill University in Montreal, and the University of British Columbia and Vancouver. All of these cities offer amazing opportunities to explore the local culture, fantastic foods, and the great outdoors. If you are more interested in a rural or smaller college, the University of Western Ontario or Queen's University can offer you a world-class education. Studying in Canada is not all about the school that you attend, it's about the experiences you have while there. Keeping Russian culture alive in Canada is extremely important, and there are many programs and associations that help do so. One of those associations are called Little Russia Association of Canada. Their mission on their website reads, "The Little Russia Association's mission is to preserve and strengthen the quality of Russian-speaking Canada life in Greater Toronto and Canada through volunteer and professional leadership." Aimed at identifying issues important to the Russian-speaking population across Canada and to be the unified voice for the Russian-speaking population across Canada. Another great way to keep Russian culture alive in Canada are through festivals. There's a festival held every year in Toronto called the Taste of Russia. This festival includes many ethnic bands and ensembles, modern dances and performers, artists, and merchants. You can also find many Russian restaurants and supermarkets that offer Russians a taste of home. There are many famous Russian Canadians that you should know about that may inspire you to make the move, like the Bronfman family. The Bronfman family is of Russian and Romanian ancestry. The family is most famous for owning and controlling a huge empire built off the family's liquor business, Seagram's. Most of the Bronfman family members are billionaires. Elena Simikina is a Russian-Canadian actress, executive producer, and beauty pageant title holder. She was born in Russia but now resides in Toronto, Canada. Alex Snyder, a Russian-born Canadian entrepreneur and former commodities trader. Snyder partnered with Donald Trump in the construction of the Trump International Hotel and Tower, which is located in Toronto. And Andrei Markov, a Russian-Canadian professional ice hockey defenseman who has been playing professional hockey for 21 years. Andrei holds Russian and Canadian citizenship. Thousands immigrate to Canada every year, mostly through skilled worker programs, family sponsorship, provincial nominee programs, and investor programs. All of these options allow one to become a Canadian permanent resident, but there are options for temporary residencies such as a student visa or work permit. If you have become a Canadian permanent resident, you can apply for Canadian citizenship later on. So if you're interested in immigrating to Canada, you can apply through one of the following methods. Express Entry, Federal Skilled Worker Program. Express Entry is an online system that we use to manage applications from skilled workers for permanent residency. Family Sponsorship. If you have family living in Canada, they can sponsor you to come live with them as a permanent resident. Provincial Nominee Program. The Provincial Nominee Program allows Canadian provinces and territories to nominate individuals who wish to immigrate to Canada and who are interested in settling in a particular province. Canada Investor Immigrant Program. If you are looking to immigrate to Canada as an entrepreneur or investor, there are several visa options available to you, including the General Startup Visa Program and the Provincial Specific Nominee Program. And Student Visa. The study permit is a document that we issue that allows foreign nationals to study at designated learning institutions in Canada. I hope this brief outline on immigrating from Russia to Canada has helped and inspired you to make the move. Don't forget to subscribe and click the link in the description to book a consultation with Visa Place today so we can get you started on your journey to Canada.